All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the show. And look how lucky we are. Have Arthur with us and Marina who's with us tonight, too. Thank you for being here, you guys. It's been a long time. I
It
know.
has
We've got
been.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, it has
Yes.
been with different things coming up and whatnot. Yeah, this is
I know.
nice.
It is
Very
nice. It's a lot of fun. I always enjoy being on with you too and letting spirit drive us wherever we need to go. So
Crazy.
exactly.
go crazy.
Drive us crazy.
Oh my goodness.
It's not me, it's spirit. I'm not crazy, it's my spirit.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
officer?
Yeah.
It's not me.
Well,
really.
remember Flip Wilson? The devil made him do it. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. That could be us as well.
Geraldine.
Geraldine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
I loved his sassiness. I absolutely loved it. My mother thought he was the funniest guy in the world. Of
Yes.
course,
And now he'd be arrested in Florida.
he would be
What?
arrested. You're right.
Well,
Yes.
well, yeah, today, yeah.
Because he's cross-dressing. Yes. 'cause
Him,
he's
Milton
cross-dressing.
Berle,
Yes.
all of them. You know?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And all of us got through that and we're all the wiser, you see, because, we loved those guys and they were great.
Exactly.
But wasn't Jonathan Winters a little touched in the head too? He was kind of a crazy guy.
Well, Jonathan Winters, the interesting story about him is his family actually put up the money for Lincoln to run.
What? Oh,
And he
way
was-
back.
he was way back, his family.
Okay.
His family.
Okay.
But they were all Marines.
Oh,
And
Okay.
when he joined the Marines, he was in the South Pacific, and they thought he wasn't coming back.
oh,
So when he came home, all this stuff was put away, and they said, "We didn't think you were coming back." He used to end up in a
oh my.
I guess you would call it a puzzle house in Connecticut sometimes. And
Wow.
I mean, he was brilliant, but he would go off a little bit. And one time he was arrested on Hollywood Boulevard, naked, wearing a blonde wig, yelling, "I'm Betty Davis."
Oh,
There are
I'm
worse
so
things.
glad.
I still can't win
this
$1
up.
on Jeopardy, but I know this stuff for some reason. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. I have a lot of useless information that I know about things too, and I win Trivial Pursuit all the time. That's fabulous. Yeah. Any
Yeah.
stories about Paul Lynde?
Very sad.
Oh,
He was very lonely. Not
was he? Yeah.
he drank a little bit, from what I've
Okay.
heard. Entertainment purposes only. You know.
Right. Yeah. I loved him. And the way he talked like this was always great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was
Those
a
were
bitter man. Yeah. I could see
Well,
that.
when they were doing Hollywood Squares, they had the questions beforehand, and they were all drunk. And
yeah.
it was a laugh track, so it was not a live audience.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
they just went hog wild on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard
Oh,
that
yeah,
before.
they were.
But yeah.
Yeah. They
And
were
you know,
so
it's
fun,
really funny
honestly.
that sometimes the people who suffer the most are the funniest.
True, like Robin Williams did.
Yes,
Yeah.
like Robin.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the talent that Robin Williams had was just absolutely beyond.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and yet, he was a sad person, right?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's that emotional damage that makes you where you make fun of yourself before someone else has the chance to make fun of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my sister one time said, "We really miss you. You were so funny and all that." But I said, "Well, when you're abused," she says, "I don't remember you being," because you're my twin. So I don't remember in high school you getting abused or bullied or anything. I said, "Talking about mom."
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you say something funny, then you get them laughing and run, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. My mother was not abusive.
Anyway. Yeah. I remember my son was the clown in my family, and he took after my dad. He had very dry humor, and we would want him to come out and tell the jokes or things that he's done to show someone else. And he'd say, I am not your puppet.
Yeah. I do not perform on command.
Right.
And people are asking me when I'm going to write the book. I keep on saying, I need people to die first.
Yes, absolutely. It's a lot easier that way. Then you don't get sued, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Which reminds me that Trump's nephew just came out with a new book, and Mary's brother. And I saw him interviewed a couple of times, and boy, oh boy, just a sad, sad life that he had.
Yes.
Of course, his dad was Trump's older brother, but died at 42 from alcoholism. And yet this guy seems like a nice enough guy. I think he's older than Mary. And
was he the one
Trump
whose
told him
son was dying?
Yes.
His son is disabled. Yes. Trump told him to let him go and move down to Florida. Let him die.
Just let him die. Nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I wish someone would tell him to let the orangutan on his head die.
Did you happen to see him at the border when of course, how stupid it was? We talked about this the other night, but he was melting, just like you know who, but he was also saying over here on this side that there was a man who threatened his life, and that he was standing up. He needed to finish talking, and maybe you reporters need to be careful too, because this guy is loose.
Yeah.
Like they'd let him stay there, you know.
And tell Craig Dixon yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know that person? Who is that person? Who's
Who Craig
Scotty
Dixon
Bowers?
is? Scotty Bowers.
No, not Craig.
Yeah, we know who Craig Dixon
Full
is.
Service is a book about a gas station that was near Paramount Studios on I think it was Van Ness and I forget, but it had 2 pumps and about 47 attendants. It was where a lot of hookups took place, and Scotty Bowers for $20 would introduce men to other men and celebrities. Other celebrities. So it's actually a fabulous book. But also
I
like
bet it is. Yeah.
Vivian Lee would stop by, Charles Lawton, Katharine Hepburn used his services, and so did Spencer Tracy. It's a fabulous book.
I bet it is. I mean, everything was on the down low, pretty much, of course, because you had to have it that way. The filling station, yes, Leah. He had a trailer behind it. Oh my.
Yeah, he had a trailer, and then people could watch. They had two bedrooms in it, so people watch and stuff. Yeah, I know too much. See, I don't know why.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Harold Norse. You guys know more than I do about this. I've never even heard of it. That's a riot, you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny. Yeah. Wow.
He got long ago, but he had like about 6 houses in the Hollywood Hills, all bought and paid for by $20 bills.
Yeah.
$20.
Well, hey, listen.
Wow.
Get
in on it. Yeah, why not?
Well, you can call it the CD days, but actually it was like, they weren't allowed to go anywhere.
Yes.
Or do anything. So it's like
or you'd be arrested if they found out. Yeah, sure. Yep, absolutely.
It's like the time Victor Borno was arrested, and he was in the middle of filming Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and he didn't know who to call. He didn't know what to do.
Oh my gosh.
So he called Betty Davis. Actually went down to the police station and bailed him out and said he was doing research for a role.
Nice.
They weren't going to argue with Betty Davis.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Did you guys saw Good Morning Vietnam, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Remember the time when the guy had the club. The guy in the movie had the club that all the guys would go to, and he was a Asian man, and he kept talking about naked pictures of Ernest Borgnine. Was he gay? Was Ernest Borgnine gay?
No.
No, I
Remember
didn't think
Mary
so, but
Popova?
apparently he
What was her
attracted
name?
this
Was
guy.
Popova? She
Okay.
was the makeup person, all that stuff.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah.
And yeah,
Wow.
no one
Yeah, he
messed
was
with
a big
Betty
star.
Davis. No.
No,
Yeah.
nobody did. That's true. Don't forget,
Yeah.
she wasn't the one with the coat hangers, though. That was Joan Crawford, right? No
Yes.
metal hangers.
A friend
No
of
metal
mine was a
hangers.
steward on, or flight attendant on American once, years and years ago, and she came on and threw the coat, and Adam said, "Hang this up." And he just looked and he said, "Will that be a wooden or metal hanger?"
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
plane like but you know, she laughed.
Yes, yeah, the Poseidon Adventure. Oh, he had a marriage to Ethel Merman. Well, everything's coming up roses.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Oh my God.
Marjorie McConnell saying Betty Davis was an Aries. Well, so was Joan Crawford.
Oh,
maybe that's why
okay.
they didn't see eye to eye. Is, you know, too much alike.
Too much alike.
Yeah.
Aley's got an interesting place. Bob Hope had a
Yeah.
house 2 streets over near NBC that he'd take his girlfriend to. I was in kindergarten, saw him a lot when I was at my friend's home next door.
Actually, back in the 60s and the late 70s, on Ventura Boulevard, there would be a lot of these boutique dress shops that women would open up.
Yeah.
And the story was, when Bob Hope had a mistress or was fooling around with someone, he would then, instead of paying them off, he would set them up in business.
Okay. Yeah.
So up and down Ventura were all these little dress shops, you know.
Oh my God.
Imagine.
Oh, it's undercover Hollywood. Wow. That's amazing.
I still can't win $1 on Jeopardy, so what do I know?
I love it.
And
I do want to just say hello to everybody in the chat. I'm not going to, there's a lot of you here. There's 71 of you. We appreciate every single one of you being here. I know. Thank you for being here. We're just not going to go through everybody tonight so we can, you know, spend some time talking about different things. But thank you all. Yeah. Thank you all for joining us. Anyway. Yeah.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe to Arthur's channel, to my channel, to Aley's channel. Do the
please.
Yeah, and after the show, leave a comment. It really helps with the algorithm. And there are people out there who are looking for the message that we're delivering. They just don't know where we are. You know, we're not quite that famous yet, where it's like, oh, you go here. No. So when you do that,
well, maybe Arthur is. Arthur might be. But not you and I.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You're never too famous, though, or too rich.
I know nothing. I know nothing.
Yeah. I just have a few little facts written down. Yeah. I've heard.
There you go. I've heard. Yeah. So yes, we do the show. Marina and I do the show like the second Monday of the month, and we do a show with Arthur on the last Monday of the month, and we alternate channels. So, and at some point, Arthur might do it too. We just don't know yet.
What, hosting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spend enough.
You're the host with the most.
Better.
Yeah.
More than it's just StreamYard is more than just a write-off on my Schedule C.
Yes.
There you go. I have it too. I have that and Zoom and something else because I need them for both my school and my YouTube channel. Isn't it great? Yeah.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I have Zoom, StreamYard, and also I use WeTransfer because it's a fast download for like Zoom calls and stuff like that. Yeah.
So somebody said that somebody else I spoke to said they have that and they can chop up if they want to chop up little pieces of a show, they can do that too. Maybe, you know. Yeah. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Interesting.
Oh, Arthur Schultze, I know nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. Good old Schultze. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So I want to know what everybody thinks about Isaac Hayes' family. I'm so thrilled. They're suing Trump for playing Hold On, I'm Coming. And he's been playing it since 2022, and they're suing him for $3 million. And he's going to court like in a week, something like that. They're taking him to court, and he has to show up at court.
Oh, all righty.
Makeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
It will be the beginning of many, is what Arthur, I think, prognosticated, or
Yes.
Marina did. I don't know.
No, it's just a start.
Yeah.
You don't do that BS. You don't just take somebody's. Well, I guess never mind.
No,
he takes whatever he wants.
People don't understand. When you're using somebody else's music, it's one thing, but also using somebody else's music for a
cause you don't believe in.
Election. Like
right.
What are they? Like with Taylor Swift, is Taylor Swift really backing Trump? Does the Isaac Hayes family really back Trump? No. And then he used freedom.
And neither did I bet Laura Branigan wouldn't either.
Yes.
So if he had Ted Nugent's music and he had Kid Rock's, he would have been all right, right? Probably.
And everybody would turn it off.
Or
yes,
or Lee Green.
I've never heard that before. What song is that?
They're supporters. Yeah.
Lee Green. You know what? Well, now he's got that choir. He's got that January 6th choir,
which he owns a percentage of the song. So every time they play it, he gets a little bit of money. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He's no. Yeah.
Do you
think that he'll attend that? Oh, go ahead, Marina.
I pulled some cards, and it was it's funny. I start off with the 5 of Pentacles. He's left out in the cold. He's going to Queen of Pentacles. He's going to have to pay up because he took something that didn't belong to him and he used it as like a victory call. But it was something that didn't belong to him. So cards are talking. He's going to pay. And you know what? Once people find the chink in the armor, that's it. Yeah. They're going after him. Yeah.
Yep. And so the Foo Fighters are already saying that they're going to give their proceeds to the Harris campaign. It wouldn't surprise me that if the Hayeses didn't do, maybe not the whole thing, but some of it,
I'll be honest with you, 3 million is still too little. Depending how long they're playing, that 3 minutes, that's too little. 3 million. As far as I'm concerned.
Right. You can do 3 minutes. Yeah. But you're still supposed to put in who it is, aren't you?
No, you can't. No, you still need it.
Oops.
No, it's like every time they played the Tonight Show, with Johnny Carson.
Yep.
Paul Anka wrote that. He would get 5.
Right. So he would
get a nickel every time they played it.
Okay. Wow.
So that adds up. And so if somebody's using your music, I don't care how short it is or how long it is. I know that there was one show a friend of mine was working on, and the host started singing like the theme to the Jetsons. Yeah. They had to remove it or else it gets sued just for that clip.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So Jeff says that Laura Branigan adapted the song. Well, she is dead, by the way, so she can't do anything. But do you know if the person who sang a song could also get residuals?
Oh yeah, that's how it works. It's like there's performing arts, you get royalties for that, but also it's like when somebody asked Dolly Parton once, do you mind that Whitney Houston's running around singing your song, from The Bodyguard, Always Love You, and she said, I'm the one who gets paid, I wrote it. She can sing it as much as she wants. Because what people understand when somebody writes a song, got paid. Well, when somebody writes a song, there's different royalties, and usually there's what's called an artist share. So the person that wrote it gets a percentage, and then whoever the publisher is gets a percentage. So that's how it works. And then all the other stuff underneath it, who performed it, who arranged it, all that, then there's increments from there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
Well, it's the same way with
talk
books
about
or even
algorithms.
tarot cards.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. The publishers always get hell of a lot more than the person who developed the book or the cards. Yeah.
But Wiki is right saying publishing rights are different than performing rights. They are.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
But they're all still connected.
Okay. Well, and we got to keep them connected in a way. I mean,
But
that's their
Trump,
creative work.
It just shows Trump not just taking what he wants, not even asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Because he figures, when you catch him, what's he going to say? Okay, sue me. Well, he's had financial backing up until now, where he could hold people up in court, but that money is drying up pretty quickly. Like I'm seeing him not having a whole lot. Like,
Right.
He'll be going to his kids and saying, could you help the old man out? And they're going to treat him the way that he's treated them. What's in it for me? You got nothing I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. So let me ask you this. You know about the January 6th awards at Bedminster that is coming up? Have you heard about this?
I just threw up in my mouth. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he going to show up? What do you think? Will he show up to this? Because he says he isn't, but
I think there's some type of law thing against him. He can't. Can a felon show up with other felons on the same stage?
Well, it's funny. Milu saw him in a cheap lawn chair sitting by himself. Can you be there? Or, you don't have to be in proximity of it. I get house under construction. And if you have people who live in glass houses, right?
Yeah, he doesn't no, I don't think that he will be there. And I think that it's because this isn't about awards. This isn't about him. This is about a transfer of information and a transfer of goods. And it's those things that are hidden in Ivana's, grave, crypt, whatever. All he has to do really is just put the parties together, and they can, even the people getting the awards, it doesn't feel real. It feels like everybody knows.
Who's going to broadcast it, Fox?
Yeah.
Or what's it, Newsmax or one of those places? Yeah.
And Lorraine says if he shows up with felons, he breaks the terms of his probation.
Correct.
Well, he has to, every time he goes anywhere, he has to ask his probation officer if he can go there. That's what I heard. So that makes a lot of sense. Some won't go to Bedminster for fear of being found or arrested. Yeah, it is repulsive. The whole thing is repulsive. You're right, Liz.
It is.
You're right.
It just shows you how low they can go.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the limbo, right? How low can you go?
Yeah. Aley and I are taking the show on the road. Coming to a bar near you.
We're going to give everybody miners hats so we don't have to pay for the lighting.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So RFK. What do you want to say about him?
I feel sorry.
Do you think he's going to push out JD?
He's going to push what?
Push him out? Will he get the vice presidency? Will they flip that out? No. Okay. All right.
I was just going to say, I just feel sorry for the brain, the worm they found in his brain. It was dead because there's nothing there to eat.
Yeah.
Starved.
Yes.
No,
there's some sick stories. Yeah.
About the bear in Central Park.
Yes.
Yes. And the whale. Have you heard about the whale?
No.
He took a chainsaw to cut off a whale head. I mean, the man's nuts. He's eaten dogs. He's done all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Well, apparently before this, worm eating his brain thing, he was quite the accomplished lawyer, quite the environmentalist, and all that kind of stuff. And then just very quickly after that went downhill. I think he's
okay.
Honestly, yeah, he's a black mark on the Kennedy legacy, and
Uh-huh.
I think that they have their own BS to deal with. There's a lot of secrets and
Oh, they do.
Things. But yeah, he's not doing the Kennedy legacy any favors. And no, Trump is going to try to get his supporters, which he might get a few. He's certainly not going to get all of them, because the reason that they went over to him was because they couldn't see themselves voting for Trump or Biden.
Right.
Well, okay.
But also don't forget, he approached Harris first. Give me a cabinet position and I will throw, my endorsement.
Which is illegal.
Illegal,
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's illegal. Yeah.
Yeah.
You notice Trump just jumped right on that bandwagon.
Of course he did.
Well, no, Trump had originally turned him down.
Did he?
Oh, he did originally? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Wow. That's well, I did find out, Ben Affleck and J-Lo have gotten divorced.
Yeah.
And now he's dating Kik Kennedy, who is Robert F. Kennedy's daughter.
Really?
She's 38. He's 52, I think. Very attractive. Guess who she looks like? Jennifer Gardner.
Well, now.
Yeah.
People do have their types.
Yeah.
They do have their type. That's very true.
Yeah.
Mine's wealthy and doesn't take their teeth out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Listen, as long as they're breathing and I don't need to see the shovel marks from where they were dug up, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, somebody said, it was an Atlantic magazine article I read yesterday, that this guy went to Harvard when Bobby was there, and that he wanted to try some cocaine, and he'd never done it before. And somebody said, I'll hook you up with this guy. So he hooks him up with Bobby. He goes to his dorm room, and Joe the third and Bobby are there. He gives him a straw to sniff the cocaine, and it's $40, which would have been a lot of money in 1973 or two.
Yes.
And Bobby calls him up at the dorm after it's all said and done and says, you took my straw. You took my straw. And he said, yeah, it's just a plastic straw. Bring it back right now. He said, it has crystals in it that are feeding off of the mucus, and they're very good to have. So he brings this McDonald's straw, plastic straw, back to him, and he says, he opens the door, he grabs the straw and slams the door. The man is, and I can believe heroin puts holes in your brain. Yeah.
Didn't we just use dollar bills? So my friends tell me.
Some people did.
I've heard.
Some people do.
Yeah.
But maybe not in 1972. I don't know. McDonald's had those certain straws at that, and they cut them in half. I'm sure he should have had two sides to it, so he wouldn't have had to take. He wouldn't have lost only one. But
I just whatever.
Yep. I know.
That's incredible.
I do.
Yeah.
And now he is an anti-vaxxer, so that just doesn't make any sense.
And if it wasn't for his last name, he wouldn't be there anyway. So
Yeah,
that's true.
Exactly. No one would pay attention to what he had to say. And he's the things, even the things that he has said about himself and the stories that he has come out with, but he thinks that they're going to make him more personable. The idea that you supposedly come across this bear cub, and you think, oh, wouldn't it be funny to do that and put it in Central Park, and that most people don't think like that. right? It's it's a little far-fetched.
Right now, I feel like that meme of Homer Simpson backing into the
Yes, the shrub. Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, remember, wasn't it Homer on The Simpsons that they had Donald Trump and it said 2024 as the year of demise? Yeah.
Mhm.
And do you think they have a lot of psychics working for them, remote viewers and stuff? The Simpsons?
I don't know.
Oh, Simpsons.
Okay.
Well, they have
have
been
predicted an awful lot of
yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know. I was just going to say, yeah, the broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
But no, they have gotten some stuff.
That's true. But they've had quite a number of things.
Big
Margie,
things.
the bear was found in the
Central Park.
like on the road, and it was already dead, and he picked it up. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Scrody.
Anyway.
Anyway.
If you can be cruel to animals and do things like that to animals, I don't want you anywhere near me.
Right.
No.
You're
even Mitt Romney, what he did didn't make me happy with him. Remember when he had his dog crate up on the roof of his car during on a vacation?
Yeah.
And I still broke my heart for that little dog. I don't like stuff like that. Yeah. No. Yes, Amanda, I think so too. Someone is psychic with the Simpson production, but there are people that that are out there that follow their gut.
Absolutely.
Jack Smith reopened the documents case,
right?
But he did not ask her Cannon to recuse.
Correct.
What's your thoughts on it?
Because he knows that they will open it up again and give it to another judge.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Oh, they will?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there like only one judge down in that silly place?
No.
Okay.
11th Circuit. That is those. I think there's 5 judges on the 11th Circuit,
okay.
And they're all very strong Black women.
But remember, there was also
another one
asked her to step down, and she refused.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's believe me, if Jack does something, you don't have to question why. There is a reason.
Sure. Oh, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get a desert.
Yeah. He's going to let the court do that for him, because the court is going to look at it and say, yeah, you are so far out of your league. She will, of course, and when that happens, she will, of course, appeal it. But
the thing is, when Hunter Biden tried to use the same thing, saying his people decided, well, this is special counsel, we don't recognize it. And it was a Trump judge who said, oh, no, we recognize it. So it's only Eileen Cannon.
Yeah.
Who's the only one saying she doesn't recognize it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And and this is no surprise to anyone who has spent a minute looking into her. She was a Trump appointee. She is a Trump sycophant. She is whatever you want, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, Aileen, he's still not going to make you his next wife. Okay, I'm just saying.
That's right. Yeah.
Gross.
Just the idea of it. It's gross.
Yeah.
So Jill, you're talking about the writers for like Gene Roddenberry had an NDE. Yeah. What's that? Huh? Yeah.
Person that said they have an NDE on Star Trek. Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Well, and then look at all the things it predicted. I mean, it predicted the communicator device as a flip phone, and I mean
the tablet,
and there's a lot of other the tablet. That's right. That's
there
amazing.
Was a lot of things came out of there that we're looking
that came
at
out
now.
of there.
She's going to be selling time trips in Montana.
Yeah. Yes.
She only cares about herself. That's what I got. Yeah. Time, shares, and money. That's it if she's lucky, right?
Right. I mean, her visions of being on the Supreme Court are just visions.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yep. And yes, her husband has questionable connections. So
he does. He really does.
Yeah, you know what? For some reason, as I read your comment there, I just had a vision of a white sports car going down a hill and not being able to make a turn or stop or whatnot, and it's just yeah, you can imagine what happens from there.
You mean like the brakes were
oopsie?
The brakes were cut.
There was some kind of mechanical
entertainment purposes only. Yep.
And yes. Yeah. What do I know? I'm I'm talking to spirit, right?
Oops.
Yeah.
So Arthur, I want your take on this. Is Jeffrey Epstein dead, or has he changed his looks? And no, he is gone. Okay.
He's crossed.
Because there are some folks, okay.
Well, I saw Elvis last week at Piggly Wiggly, but that's another story.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, there's so many wannabes.
I feel Epstein has. I mean, I felt that he's crossed, and I also feel that he has some splaining to do. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I couldn't narrow anything down one way or the other. It just, some days it feels like, yes, he has crossed. Other days it's like, no.
Yes. So party card, moved on. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. We'll go with it. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So, what you're all wanting to know, will there be a debate on September 9th or 10th with Kamala and Trump? Today, she asked to have notes, and she wants to sit. She wants not to stand, but to sit. And those are two changes that would be a good way for him to back out, because really, she wouldn't win. He would win, and that's why she knows she's asking for this.
I know, but when you look at the notes and it's all stick figures on Trump's side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
I think he'll look for any excuse to get out of it. He already started last night.
Yeah. Yes.
True.
So he saw that interview with Tom Cotton. It was horrible, and they're horrible people. Why would it? It's like, you want to be the leader of the free world, and you're afraid of questions from ABC with George Slopadopoulos, as you call him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I think.
And an open mic. She wants him to have.
And if he pulls away, it's just going to make him look even more weaker, pathetic.
Yeah. Now, I think that he's going to do whatever he can, and he's going to come up with a medical reason why he can't be there, and that way he has the luxury of blaming someone else. Well, I wanted to be there. I was going to be there, but the doctor said, or
even any health reasons don't make him look weak. So I don't know if it'll do that, but
that's true.
They didn't play by the rules. They didn't play by my rules.
Yes.
Okay, here's your ball. You can go back and leave the sandbox now. Thank you.
Yes, Liz, he is afraid of Kamala. He knows.
And I think if he does, or he's in the middle of it and says, "I'm out of here," I can see him doing that too, having a temper tantrum in a huff.
Yes. Well, they said he's lost his mojo. I don't think he ever had mojo, but he's lost his mind.
Yeah, it's more than a mojo.
Yep.
And yes, of course, Mega will find a way to justify it. They always do, and
we promise we'll have Hannibal Lecter ask the questions.
Yes, yeah,
right.
And he likes to call her Kamala, and I could see, on the debate stage, the first time that he would come out with Kamala, and she would come out with, okay, Don Old.
Or dump truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convicted felon says what?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they
That's
change,
right.
little baby? Did they change your diaper before the show?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Diaper
Absolutely.
Dawn instead of Dapper
Yeah.
Dawn.
Oh, so
Oh.
Harris just asked for the open mic, not to sit
Mhm.
down or notes. That was the same excuse they said Biden asked for.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. All right.
I did
So,
not
yeah.
know that. Thank you. Thank you, JC Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this makes sense. Remember when he walked out on that interview with Leslie Stahl? He just
Yes.
didn't want to talk to her anymore. And so he dropped a certain word and then he got up and walked away. So
yeah, just like they
that would be
pulled him off the stage with the black journalists.
Yes.
They pulled them off the
right.
stage.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. But the interesting thing today when I saw that group of Congress that were investigating the Butler, Pennsylvania thing, one of the things that was mentioned was that, oh, what was it? Oh, the whole thing with they didn't take him down to the ground, and he said, no, wait, and he got up and did that. That is going to get all those people fired. And you know why they did it? Because you don't say no to that man. You know, he'll make your life completely miserable. So, you know.
Yeah. No,
watch out,
if
there's a
it
shark.
was a real emergency, if there was something real behind it, they would not have asked his permission. Like Val
That's
said
true.
the other day, they would have had him on the ground and out of there, no questions asked. Like, yeah, you want to fire me? Go ahead, fire me. I'm
trying to save your life.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
putting my life in front of yours.
Yeah.
Yep.
So no, it's
wow.
Yeah, I'd listen. If that man told me that it was raining outside, and I'd have to stick my hand out the window. I do not believe,
because it might be someone pissing off the roof too. You know,
yeah, it could be that too. Yes, yeah,
it's called trickle down economics.
Yeah, yes,
that's
yes,
awesome.
that too. Yeah.
So J.R. McMaster's book came out, I think, yesterday. And he was one of the big cheeses who hadn't said a word, but finally now has said a word. And he was talking about, and we've heard this before, but he was sitting around, you know, the big table, and everybody had to come up with something to say, like, sir, you're the smartest man in the room. Sir, you have the best policies I've ever seen in the entire, you know, all these things. Can you imagine what it must have been like to sit in that especially when you're a man who is a military officer for years and years? Yeah, I don't know why he took so long to come out, though. Interesting.
Well, yeah, because he's getting paid for the book.
There you go. But why did he take so long to write it? Is my point, I guess. Was he waiting for? Because if you stagger these, makes sense. So maybe that's.
But turning around and writing a book is not as easy as people think. And you know, even though you're having a ghostwriter or whatever, it takes time. Also, depending what's in it, you have to fact check and make sure all that's correct. Something that Trump does all the time.
You're kidding.
Yeah. You mean like what a real journalist does?
Yeah.
Shocking,
isn't it? I didn't go to that journalism school.
No.
No, we just no. It's like his journalism school is just fill out the Mad Libs.
Yeah. Right. Or bro, are you saying what that kid said? Like the kid said, right?
Yeah. What's your source? Trust me, bro. Yeah. Exactly.
I love that. I love that. You know, that's great. Out of the mouths of babes. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that there's I'm sure that there was good reason for him to wait until now. For me personally, I tend to be skeptical of people who don't speak up at the moment while something is happening.
Yeah.
Right? They don't say anything. They wait until after, and then they tell you, well, let me tell you what really happened. Don't do that with me. Chances are I'm not really going to believe you 100%, because my first question is going to be, why didn't you say something then?
Well, a lot of times, depending on what he's saying, but a lot of times people will let everybody say what they have to say. Now I've got the truth. So it also depends on his contract.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's very true. That's very true.
I mean, I've worked with authors before, and those contracts can be kind of weird. Like what they can say, what they can't say, when, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not standing up for the guy in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying.
No, I know you're not. No, but it's kind of like Mayor Pete. I mean, he will say he was the ex-mayor of this, but he won't say he's the Secretary of Transportation, because that violates the law. And, so at least if people could be more like Pete, we'd be all set.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But
yeah, I know. The mainstream media does give him too much attention, but I do want you all to know that if you watch the Democratic National Convention, which according to one reporter was 2 days too long, that there were 21 million
you watch
people.
Fox?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, well, no, this lady actually was from, she's a British lady. She was a British lady that was talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah, we can do that. But they said that there were 21 million people that watched it on mainstream media, and there were 21 million people that watched it streaming. And so you can see we're about equal now. We're right up there with the mainstream media in our broadcasting platforms. And you know that because most of you watch, I suppose C-SPAN is on there, but you also watch
I watch
C-SPAN.
I watch C-SPAN for the commercials. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We loved it because whenever we were watching wherever we were watching, I was actually watching it on Amazon Prime, and there was not one commercial, not one pundit. It was wonderful. It was letting us think for ourselves.
Yeah, I was watching it on Midas Touch one night, and Brian Taylor Cohen the next night, and the DNC the third night. I forget. Then I think the fourth night I was going from all like back and forth.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And no, I'm sorry, it wasn't 2 days too long, because there was when you're in that atmosphere, it's like a party that you don't want to say, oh, okay, everyone, it's midnight, time to go home. No, you wait until the party's over. So I think that it was it was fabulous. It's hard to try to figure out whose speech I like more than anybody else's, because they were all fantastic. I think for me, I guess maybe that the highlight would be Tim Waltz's son going, "That's my dad."
Yeah.
That I think was just a moment of genuine, absolutely.
Everybody loves Gus.
Love. Yes.
Yeah. And now it's vote for Gus's dad. That's what everybody's saying. Yeah.
Well, it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. And I don't know about you guys, but I walked away with a whole lot of things that I could hang on to in terms of, do something. We're not going back. Mind your own damn business. Don't be weird.
That's right. I love that.
Yeah, those are things that kind of stick with me. Yeah.
So this is an appropriate card I pulled, Amanda, for whether they will do the debate. The weirdo is not going to agree to do it. And I pulled this. I didn't pull it out and look for it. So there you go. That's for you, Tim Walls. Wow.
Yeah. No. And
and it just shows you how mean the some of the pundits on the Republican side are, without the thing is, oh, they took it down because they didn't know his son was autistic. It's like, well, if his son was not autistic, he would have kept it up.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's just,
even though they complained and wouldn't let anybody talk about
Baron,
and nobody pushed it. Nobody pushed it.
Yeah.
No.
but I would just feel that, you know, it's, if they were to redo Mean Girls, I think they would be throwing, you know, Lindsay Lohan under the bus at the end.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
and I'll
true.
tell you, yeah, this
That's true.
all of that started with Ann Coulter. And
yeah,
I think, listen, a
toxic woman. Yeah.
A bag of rocks has got more intelligence than that woman does. And she was up here in Calgary at one point, and I think it was a couple of years ago, 3 years, whatever. Anyway, talking to some talking at, I think it was the University of Calgary. Anyway, she got some questions, and one of the comments that she made was something about when Canada stood beside the US during the Vietnam War. And she was told, no, Canada never participated in Vietnam. Oh, yeah, you
Right.
did. Yeah, you did. And she got some more pushback. And it was, yeah, well, okay, yeah, I'm going to send you the information when I get back. And, you know, yeah, you'll see.
Yeah.
Yes, you were. Yes,
Still
you were.
waiting for it, huh?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it. Still waiting
Sure.
for it. So, yeah,
maybe she studied history in Florida.
Well, you could be. Different history books.
Yeah, well, they rewrote everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Well,
Rosa
the
Parks is
the
just a
thing that Canada did
misunderstanding.
do.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Well, the thing that Canada did do was let in some of our guys, and we were
Yes.
told they would never, ever be welcome here again, ever, for what they did. And they're here. They got back. You know, they're here.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I don't think any of them had bone spurs, though. Did they?
I love what
no.
Marstein just wrote.
Yeah. A lot. Well,
What did she say?
the majority of them, were, you know, conscientious objectors. And
No, I just feel the mothership left her behind and they don't want her anymore.
yes. There's something wrong with this model.
Well, you know how they picked on Michelle Obama, saying that she was really a man and all that. It's Anne that's possibly the one. She really does look very mannish in my, you know, and you know,
She does.
I have.
No, her brother
Wow.
gave all the receipts on her the other night. So.
Wow.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Saying what an evil person she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some
Yeah,
people
I
really
think
should just be quiet, you know?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think it tells volumes that Marina watched pretty much the whole thing, and she's not even going to vote because she lives in Canada.
I can't.
So, you know,
it was entertaining. They put on a good. It wasn't a show. I mean, they put on a good event.
Yes, they did.
I swear, every female that went up there. Okay, you can yell at me for saying this. I'm not misogynistic, but every girl that went up there looked like a wannabe porn star with the blonde hair, same old makeup, same everything. It was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then the DNC was original. Everyone was an individual.
Yes. It was original. It was. It was great.
And very
there was
positive.
One guy though. I don't know who he was. I've never heard of this guy, and I wish I could tell you what night it was or whatever, but I don't even know his name. He got up there to talk, and it's like, who are you? I don't even know who you are. But anyway.
What do you say?
It was kind of innocuous. It was like, you know, yeah. So I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Thing is, the mainstream media is not going to stop taking Trump's calls because he still means money to them.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Although I think more and more yes, they're going to take his calls, but they're not going to be willing to put themselves out that much for him.
Yeah, but they're still saying he's having a press conference and everyone shows up and they don't ask any hard questions, you know. How's the weather, Mr. Trump? Or president?
Yeah. Well,
what irks me is they still call him president. He's not president.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that really does make me mad. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that he should be referred to by his, PO number and whatnot. I'm sure that he's got a case number, and it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it starts with POS.
POS, yeah.
POS.
Yeah.
Introduce him by his felony number.
Yeah.
He was having a hissy fit because somebody called him a felon. Hello? Or if they called him a predator or a rapist or any
convicted felon. Sorry, we got mixed up.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Yeah. There's it is more, well, to me anyway, it is more and more evident how far most of the media has gone over to the Trump side. And I think probably because they think they're going to be able to recoup some money off of him.
CNN has lost viewership. We know that.
Yes, I know they have. Yeah, I don't ever watch them. Once in a while, I'll watch MSNBC, but I did hear that, and I've been upset with Rachel Maddow. I really always thought she wouldn't, cave in, but apparently she and 3 or 4 other people, when Tim Walz gave his speech, they were stamping their feet and screaming. They were so happy with his speech. And, but we don't hear about that normally, we just hear, the background noise. So, yeah. True.
I know. I used to, 45. Yes, Craig. 45.
And that's right.
I used to even when Hillary was running, my news source was CNN. I watched CNN. It was almost a constant feed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it.
Yep.
I can't do it. Yeah, I'll go to AP News. I'll go to PBS. I'll go to Al Jazeera. BBC.
Yeah. Al Jazeera is Russian TV though, so.
Yeah. And then whatever you read, double check it through Snopes.
I've been sticking with AP.
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
And Midas Touch and Brian Terrell Cohen and a few others.
Yeah.
And Lawrence McDonald.
Craig wants me to say fatty 5 in my Boston accent.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Yeah.
So,
we've managed to kill 58 minutes here. Is there anything we haven't talked about?
And Rachel, finish up? And the thing is, Rachel Maddow's an Aries too. That surprised me.
Oh,
so
I really like her. Yeah, I really like her normally. Yeah.
Yes.
I guess she had to cave because she has to did somebody also buy MSNBC? I know they bought CNN.
I'm not sure about that.
And I know they bought.
I don't know, but I was just surprised ever since the debate, and they were so hard on Biden and so disappointed in Biden. Like, the guy had a bad day. If he had come out and said, look, people, I'm under the weather, but I'm still going to do this because I want to show the American people what an asshole this guy is.
Yeah.
That's all he needed to do.
Well, the only thing I want to say is, and more people have said this, I've seen it over and over again, everybody's still really, really pissed at Nancy Pelosi. Trump, not Trump, Biden isn't happy with her. I don't know. What do you get?
I put cards on that. And he even said, though, that he was not angry at anybody and he understood.
Yes.
And Nancy's also an Aries at 84 years old. Thank you very much. But
Yeah.
I feel she'll take the rap for it, but I don't think it's as. I feel they're playing it like she was some underhanded skullduggery, stabbing in the back. Where
okay,
I got a hit once, and this is probably wrong for my liver backing up from the 70s, but that Biden was thinking, how can I step down?
really?
And so a lot of this might have been like, get the people from the TV and everyone else coming forward and just saying, hey, he had to step down. We're disappointed in him. And then he could step down. I was going to throw that out at you. I don't know if that's wrong, but it was one little.
That's fine. That's fine. It's worth willing to consider.
Yeah,
he looks a lot happier and a lot.
It's like it was almost manufactured.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was. He was the one who made that decision.
Yeah.
Nobody talked him. Nobody forced him out. He was the one that made the decision. And had he decided that no, he was going to stay, they would have still backed him. Maybe they wouldn't have been thrilled about it, but they would have still backed him and said, okay, Joe, all right, slow and steady wins the race. We'll carry on. But no, he was the one who made that decision. And I think in large part, I think he realized, kind of being sick right after coming back from all the trips and everything else, that this is, what, I can't do this. And I think he will go down in history as the epitome of the patriot, because he
absolutely, I agree with that.
Something that would have benefited him for the sake of the country. And that's something that the GOP would never, ever have considered doing.
Oh, they would never do anything like that.
No.
Absolutely.
They've got a sex offender, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. And I've heard people out there. Yeah, he could go to the front door of the White House and shoot somebody, and he's still my guy. I'm still going to vote for him.
Yep.
He shot your dog.
Yeah.
Then maybe they'll change
those
their mind.
people. It's okay. He doesn't like dogs. My dog.
Yes.
Yeah, but
right?
but apparently Kennedy does.
Oh.
Was that with or without?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Greg, Rudy Giuliani is working for My Pillow guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that 12-year-old kid rip apart My Pillow guy?
Yes.
Yes. He was
sans mustache?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
they said he was dressed like Roger Stone. He dressed up like Roger Stone as well. Like he wanted to be incognito, that he dresses up like Roger
then he went on
Stone.
TV and said, this is my incognito. I hope they don't find me.
Yeah. Don't look for me.
What was it?
I'm not the guy wearing the mega hat, okay?
That's when he was saying to the kid that they found 11,000 something votes in Georgia just the other day. Remember?
And the kid says, what are the names?
Yeah.
Who? Give us the names.
Yeah. That kid's going to go far. That kid is going to be, he's going to be around for a while.
I kept on picking up watching the whole thing was Wes Moore. I really feel he's going to go far. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And of course, Jasmine Crockett as well.
Oh yeah. She's awesome. Yeah. She really is. Yeah, she is. Yep.
Definitely going far.
That's great.
Definitely going far.
Well, I guess it's time's up
here
here
tonight. I wonder if Mike Lindell would lend Melania a pillow to do us a favor. Never mind.
Yeah. You could, instead of peeing on the mattress, they could use my pillows and sell them.
Or she picks it up, it's like, oh, look, his face is showing.
Yes.
Just like Christ.
For when you're in the mood, right? When you're in the mood.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. All right. Well, 71 days till the election. What are we going to talk about when it's over?
that it's over, thank God. And
Yes.
and talk about what's on the sunshine on the horizon and what's coming in, how Social Security is going to be improved, how they're going to give everybody a raise in Social Security, Medicare is going to be improved for everyone, blah, blah, blah. And believe me, I really feel before Biden leaves office, he's going to have so much to do, and everyone, it's going to be like a whirlwind. He's just starting.
Definitely will be.
He did what? He did what? He did what?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's funny because I said to my members in the weekly, week ahead for this coming week, I said, there's going to be excitement. There's going to be news that, and like Arthur said, it's like, oh, and this happened, and that happened, and this happened, and things are starting.
But let's see if the mainstream. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but let's see if the mainstream talks about it.
Yes.
And I still say something's coming up with Epstein. I still feel 2 girls are coming forward by the end. I felt originally by the end of this month in the first week of September, but I'm still seeing something bubbling over with 2 young females with Epstein and Trump.
Perfect.
Okay. That's
well,
fabulous. Apparently
there was something that that came up in recently released documents. There was a woman that came forward who said that she has got tapes. She's got tapes of Trump.
Good.
And that was within the last couple days.
Oh, good. Well, I've been kind of
video
yes.
tapes or audio. Yeah. Okay.
No,
they still won't believe their lying eyes. You know that.
No.
The people are going to vote for him. But it's going to be if you're looking at the rallies he's going to, and you're looking at the crowds, nobody's there. There's hardly anybody. Yeah.
Somebody put the crowd in the dryer.
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah. But then it wasn't like 100 people got like sick from being in the sun and the heat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, he just goes.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure he really cares, but
Yeah. No, he doesn't care. And look at Walstead. Somebody passed out and he went out with water and all that stuff. There's a difference between light and dark. I mean, it's just,
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you called Porter song called Night and Day.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And yes, Rose Blue, Texas is in play. And apparently, I think, where did I hear that Florida is in play?
Florida? North Carolina as well. And Nevada.
North Carolina.
Or maybe Arizona.
Yeah. North Carolina, I think, is going to have some shenanigans going on. But it's that's what you do. You piss off cat ladies. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And people without children.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And disabled people, of course.
Yes, and disabled people. And it's like, who else? Who else? It's like, do they have a Rolodex of different things and they just kind of spin it every day and go, okay.
Who can I offend today?
Yeah, today we're picking
I've got a really good idea. You know how they do black women for Kamala, white women, this one, that one. How about psychics for Kamala? But we all don't have to go. We'll just tune in.
It's happening.
And we use Crystal's ball because
yeah, it is absolutely happening on September 1st and 2nd.
I want to see rednecks for Harris. That's what I want.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, today I saw evangelicals for Harris. Is another group that's growing.
Well, that's a nice thing to say. Rednecks came from when they went on strike and they wore red bandanas.
Yes.
That's rednecks.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
So I apologize if I insulted anyone with that. Seriously.
Just JD Vance. That's all. Yeah. It's all right. Yeah.
Well, you guys keep checking back on our
morticians for JD Vance.
Yeah. We'll be posting information about the psychics for democracy that is coming up on Sunday and Monday, September 1st and 2nd. And
we're doing a marathon.
Yeah,
really?
we're doing a marathon.
Yep. You want to come
Yeah.
on and jump into a show? I'll let you know when I'll be on. Maybe Marina will. Whatever you want to do, but we're trying to do a 24-hour thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
And if you want to pick your time or whatnot, yeah, it's Deborah Lupin and Helen. Irish Granny Tarot.
Helen.
Okay. I'll look it up.
Yeah. They're putting it together.
I guarantee.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As
I
a
understand.
matter of fact, yeah. Hold on. I'm going to try to put the link in here, just so.
Oh, okay.
And
no, Charlie, it's not really a fundraiser. Although if we get money, we would give it to Kamala. But it's more to keep the message going, kind of like the Jerry Lewis telethon, but just a telethon for Kamala is all it is.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Absolutely. And where are we? Here you go. I'm just going to post the link. There you go. And so, yeah, you can click on that and you'll see a list of readers that are going to be on and a little bit of information about each one of the readers and whatnot. Yeah, I'll be on Saturday or Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Cool. So, yeah, we'll get you
She
more
hasn't
info.
told me my time yet.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I should have said that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Marina.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Yes, we love the show. Arthur has given us 1 month, one week out of the month, and we are lucky we have it. So we thank him. He's a busy guy.
Busy coughing up a lung, but But I will say, last week I said I was going to do a solo show. I actually taped something and it was crap, so I'm redoing it. And next 2 days there will be a solo show for me. That's my events. That's what's coming up for me. And if anybody needs reading,
that's all right, Arthur.
Yes.
Yep. We got it. Self-care is the most important thing for all of us, every single one of us.
Yes.
So for you.
Yeah.
Especially at our age.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
At our age.
At our age.
All right.
Carol.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Take care.